Ever feel like you're supposed to pick one thing and then stick to it? Like you're interested in design and development, video and AI and a dozen of other things, but somehow you're doing it wrong. We've been sold this idea that staying in your lane is the only way to succeed. But I think that's rubbish. People who will thrive in the next few years are the ones that can solve problems, whatever skills the problem needs. Who can learn fast, try things, figure it out as they go. Who become the architects and not just the operators. Started building websites because a mate and I wanted to start a business. We needed a website and I thought, well, I could do that. I couldn't. I built the whole thing in Adobe Flash, which, if you know anything about web development, was absolutely the wrong tool to use. But it got me started. I found some tutorials, broke things, fixed them, learned what worked. Then I started taking on projects, really cheap ones at first. Each project needed something I didn't know how to do yet. So I learned it. Design, development, After Effects, packaging, video editing, and now AI. Fast forward a couple of decades and I run a web design agency and an AI consultancy. And now I'm creating videos, learning how to do it as I go, just like everything else. You learn by doing, not by waiting until you're good enough, not by picking just one thing. You learn by starting badly and then getting better as you go. And that's how I learned everything. I read Rick Rubin's book, The Creative Act. Am I kidding? I didn't read it, but I did listen to it. And he talks about creativity not being about having the right skills or training. It's about being open, being willing to try things without knowing how they'll work. Think about how kids approach things. They don't worry about whether they're going to be great at it or anything like that. They just try. No fear, no embarrassment, no voice saying, you're not good enough. Stephen Pressfield calls it resistance, that internal force that shows up as self-doubt, fear, and procrastination. The only way to beat it is to show up anyway. We think we need to be ready before we start creating. But you don't get good at something solely by studying it. You get good by doing it badly first and then less badly the next time. Look at your favorite YouTubers' videos, their early ones, and then compare it to where they are now. You'll see a visual representation of exactly the thing we're talking about. Look, I know there's some things that need formal education, like medicine, engineering, things where the mistakes have real consequences. But most creative work, you learn by doing, by making mistakes, figuring them out, and then working out how to fix them sort of thing. You don't wait until you're good enough. You start, and then the doing is what makes you good enough. This just do it mentality matters now more than ever. AI can do a lot. It can write code, design graphics, analyze data. But the crucial bit is it can't learn the same way we do. When I break something while coding, I learn why it broke. I understand the system better, and then I build instinct. When AI does it though, it doesn't learn, it just tries a different pattern. As AI gets better, the people who will thrive are the ones who won't use it to replace their thinking. They'll be the ones who learn enough to become the architect. Because when you've done the work yourself, when you've learned by doing, you understand the fundamentals. You use AI to accelerate your thinking, speed up production, handle the repetitive stuff. But when something goes wrong, when AI generates something that's only 80% right and 20% broken, you're the expert who knows how to fix it. You know what to tell AI next, and you know when it's hallucinating. If you skip the learning and jump straight to the AI doing everything, you're not building expertise, you're building dependency. I use AI every day in my consultancy and it's brilliant. But I'm valuable because I know when it's wrong. Because I've built the websites that have broken. I've written the code that's failed. I've designed things that didn't work. That experience, that learning by doing is what makes me the architect, not the operator. Think about all the things that you figured out on your own. The recipe that turned out brilliant, that thing you fixed, conversation that you handled. Nobody taught you the script. You're already learning by doing. You just don't give yourself the credit for it. The most valuable things I know, I learned by trying and failing. how to run a business, how to work with difficult clients, how to build things that actually work. None of that came from a textbook. It came from doing it badly, learning why, and doing it better next time. That's what makes you creative and valuable and irreplaceable. Not the talent, not the training, not some magical gift, just the willingness to try something before you know how to do it. Stop waiting to be qualified, to be good enough, or for that perfect moment. Just start. I know that is way easier said than done. This YouTube channel, for me, I'm learning it as I go. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm self-teaching again, like I've done my whole career, and that's brilliant. Because every video I make, I learn something new, building that instinct you can't get in any other way. You don't overcome creative blocks by better planning. You overcome them through action, imperfect, consistent action. Look, I understand some of you are going to need formal education for what you want to do, and that's fine. But most of you are holding yourself back from something you could start today. You're waiting for someone to tell you you're ready, but that moment never comes. You make it come by starting. Whatever your thing is, just start. Be terrible at it. You'll get it better. You will get better. And in the world of AI and automation, that experience that you're learning by doing, that's what makes you the architect and not just another operator. So start today before you're ready, because you'll never feel ready. Let me know in the comments something you learned just by doing. No course, no formal training, just figured it out as you went. I'd be interested to know. And then please do like and subscribe if you do like this kind of video. I'm figuring out as I go, so you may as well come along for the ride. Thanks for being here, and hopefully see you in the next one.